Hello, everybody. I'm Cashy the King. I got South Philly Billy, and this is the Sports Goombahs. We are coming to you live from the 515 studios, buried somewhere outside, deep outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ranting beefing with you here from the next 45 minutes or so. Hope to get a call in from my man B-Zim. You remember B-Zim? He's our insurance guru. He's going to call in later, talk a little sports, and then explain to me what a skinny health bill is. I know what a skinny bill is. I got skinny bill next to me right here.
Yeah,
that I got. But I don't want to know what a skinny health bill is. You hear that stuff today? A skinny health bill. Man. You know, give me health care or give me death. Right? That should have been it. That's what it is. Give me health care or give me death. What's the matter with these guys over there in Washington? Get it done. Hey, Bill, just get it done. Know what they ought to do? I mean, like I said this last week. I'm not even sure. Repeating myself. Get some people who know what they're talking about in there. You know, I'm tired of these old guys trying to make decisions for everything. I want to know who's going to make the decision for my daughter later on. Next 10 years. Not some old guy's going to be dead.
Yeah.
Half those guys making the decisions on healthcare are going to be dead.
Yeah.
Because that's going to do anybody. Yeah. You want to chime in? You give us a call, 215-783-1282, 215-783-1282. That is the Sports Goombahs hotline. All right, played a little golf today, man.
Wow.
Yeah, a little drizzle, cool air. It was, fine playing golf when it's,
Wasn't humid?
It was humid, and that was a problem. We weren't stinking sweating, though, right. But I played like I was stinking sweat. I didn't play in a couple weeks. I go out there today, and it's like I never played before. That's one thing about this sport, this game, this competition, whatever you want to call golf. Just when you think you got it going on, boom, it's done. I was terrible. I was absolutely terrible. Can't get off the tee box. Somebody help me get off the tee box. I'm better off taking that ball and just throwing it. Hit it with the putter, with the flat stick, man. I'm the man. I can hit from anywhere.
Can you?
Yeah. They don't call me London Broil for nothing. You know what I mean?
I forgot that, London Broil.
Funny, I went over to Acme to get some London Broil to make some sandwiches. I looked at that London Broil and said, I don't want that shit. That thing wasn't looking good behind the glass at all.
No, man.
Like London Broil looked like 3-week-old roast beef.
Was it cooked or was
I don't know. It just didn't look like it didn't have the shine it used to have every time I go and get it. I like that. It's the Acme. I like the Acme.
Oh, you got to get their Black Angus.
I like the Acme in London Broil. Tastes good. Some hot peppers on that thing. Wrap it up in some, some.
Marinate it.
Marinate. I throw a little hot mustard on top of that, hot peppers, and a couple pickles. Slap some bread on it.
Pickles.
Yeah, I like pickles. I like spicy pickles on my sandwich.
All right.
Yeah, I had an aunt who used to make sandwiches like that on the beach for us. She used to put pickles and peppers in it. It was really good, man. No matter what she made, she put the pickles and peppers in. That's all you tasted. It could be 3-week-old turkey there. It didn't matter. So you taste the pickles and the peppers. For crying out loud. Yeah,
right. So, I hear you.
Yes, it was a rough day on the course, man. Really rough day. I think I parred the last hole. The last hole. That's it. You know what it is? That's the thing. You par the last hole. You pay 17 shitty holes, and you come to the last hole. You hit the ball right. You earn the drive. You chip on, and you putt, and you think it's over. You know what I mean? 18 holes is over, and I want to play. I got to keep going.
Yeah.
Now I got to stop and wait till the next time. Could be next week. It's going to rain all weekend, so I won't be doing it then. So, a brutal competition. I don't even call golf a sport. It's not a sport because you don't have to be an athlete to play it. You really don't.
No, you don't.
Half the great golfers out there are all big fat schlubs. I don't care. The bigger you are, the slower your swing, I think, Me, I can't keep my head down. 40 years playing this thing, and I can't keep my head down. Like a mental patient. I can't keep my head down. I don't know what it is. What it is the guys I'm playing with got to start charging me money. Every time I lift my head up on a shot, I got to throw $1, $2. I got to fill the till up. That's the only way I'm going to be able to do it.
You got to get it off the tee, though.
Can't get off the tee box. Anywhere else, chipping, farewell. I'm good. I'm getting there. I'm putting for bogey all the time because I can't get off the tee box. Frustrating. Guy of my age, my talent, my athletic ability. I can't pull off this game. I can't pull off this sport. Yeah. I can't watch the Phillies much anymore. I can watch them when I know, okay, let's get. Houston was in town, okay? So I was loading up on Houston. The first night, booyah, bang. 8-0. Yeah. I was texting you. You know what I mean? I was laughing. I said, "It's not fair, Billy.
It's 13-0.
It ain't fair, man. It ain't fair. Third inning, I'm a winner already." Next night we pushed it at the 5. Houston. And then last night, the line was drunk. It's a drunk line. Houston was 4. I mean, even if Aaron Noah pitched his best game, you figure Houston would still get 4 or 5. They had guys, they had opportunity. They just couldn't put the hits in a row. Phillies played well last night. They didn't make mistakes. Houston looked like they played bored last night. And the Phillies can do that to you. They get you to lull your team into a boredness, and then you get bored before you know you're giving up, making errors, and you're not playing well because you're bored. They want to get out of town. It's done. We're done with Philadelphia already. You know, first night, how many home runs they hit while they were here? Enough. That's for sure. You know. But anyway, Houston, they're going to Detroit next, so we'll be talking about that a little later. Yeah, that's my Dow Jones, Houston. Solid baseball team. They're decimated right now with injuries, and they're still whacking the ball all over the place. But Philly's got to bring the kids up. Okay, I just saw J.B. Crawford. What he hit inside the park home grand slam. Made national news. They're talking on ESPN and everywhere. It's a big deal because the stupidest thing I saw was the tag made by the catcher in that play. He's got the ball. They're waiting. He's waiting for Crawford to come down the baseline. He's got the ball in his glove. And he just stands there like a statue, like the umpire's going to say out because it's one of those plays. Whoever comes in there slides his leg right underneath. The stupidest tag I've ever seen by a catcher. I mean, he was out, 5 feet? He's waiting for him. Could have had a sandwich. Got a lunch broil sandwich while he's waiting there.
Yeah, catcher needs to just get down. He didn't.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. You know, you got to start bringing that Crawford up there. He's got a lot of energy, it looks like. You know, I think. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, there's going to be a lot of changes, man.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, can't go on like this. Like you bring the kids up, you let it rock. Well, they got rid of the closer. What his name? Got traded the other day. What is that? I can never say his name. All I know is he got that sidearm delivery, which is pretty cool. Ishak. He's wasted here, though. You know, of course, closer's always wasted on teams that don't win. Of course. You know, that's just the way it goes.
They got 3 players for him, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a good deal.
One looks real good.
Yeah, always making some moves. You know, trying to gonna build this team like Houston did.
Bring the kids up now, man.
Yeah, well, yeah. What do I want to watch this other crap for?
Right.
You know, there's really no one out there. I mean, Franco, you know, I'm done with him. Miguel Franco. He had his 2 years ago. He had his rookie year. That was it. You know, I even took him off. We had one of those what are those things they put on the door? They call them the big life side picture on the front of our. We put it on 2 years ago on the studio door. Off yesterday, man. You know. And the Huduba Herrera, what's his name? Huduba. Come on, man.
There's a language barrier there, man.
Yeah, like get the hell to first base. You know what I mean? The guy dances out of the box. He's got to flip his back. He's got a whole routine on his way out. You know? Yeah, you can't do that stuff.
I think he knows he's traded, man.
Yeah, you can't do that stuff on a team that's losing. There's one thing when you're top of the division, you're winning ball games. You're
up by 20.
Yeah. You don't go flipping bats. He thought he had a home run yesterday, 2 days ago, right?
Well, he benched him.
Yeah, he's doing the trot bat flip. He's an out. Could have hit the wall, man. Maybe had a triple if it hit the wall or whatever. But he would have gotten there. Showboating around, watching too much TV. Too much TV.
Yeah,
everybody wants to be on TV. You know,
they all do.
Baseball's baseball. What are you gonna do?
Very good to me.
It's a long season. It's a long season. You got to put it together right. You know, I can't watch it too often. You get bored of it. I don't know. What are you going to do?
I don't know, but Crucker was tearing some fries up.
Yeah, how about that? I like when they did the outfit. He didn't move. Did he move the whole?
Nah,
he just sat there. They had all the condiments. Each one had their own their pickles, and they had their
long hots.
The long hots, and even they had their ketchup. Each one of them had their own ketchup. It's like they're sitting in the outfield back there.
He loved it.
Yeah. Did he move? He didn't move. Every time he went there, he's like the football. He's sitting there.
Yeah, man.
And he talks such shit, don't he?
It's a Crucker, man.
He just talks anything that's going on.
I love it.
You know? So I like that. I like when they do the game from the outfield.
That's great.
Yeah. What do you do? He caught a T-shirt in the net, I think it was. Yeah. I remember 2 years ago when he caught when Matt Stairs, I think, caught the home run or whatever it was. I think it was. That was pretty cool. They should do more games out there. It's entertaining, you know? Especially for the people around them in the stands over there. Yeah, it's bad enough you're sitting out there in center field, and at least you got something going on. You know, all on the camera.
They're great seats, though, man.
Yeah,
I mean, anywhere you sit in that park is beautiful.
That's one thing about this is Bank Park. It is a great place to watch anything. Actually, there's no bad view there, even up top. You know, where my seats, I'm behind home plate.
Beautiful.
Gosh, the king. I have home plate. Right? Home plate, a lot of leg room. At the bar, the toilet, it's great.
Yeah, man.
But I never go to the games. Why? Because I can't sit on 95 for 2.5 hours.
Gotta go early, man.
Gotta go early, yeah. Well, how when can you go? Gotta leave at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, man. A buddy of mine wants to take me to the Eagles game. He says you gotta leave 8 o'clock. I said, why?
Oh, you know about the Eagles. That's a full day event.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you know.
Drive.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
$20, all you can eat and drink.
Now you got to put a box there.
It's one of those big freaking affairs there. Yeah. I don't know.
I haven't been to that stadium yet for a football game since it's open.
I've been there.
I like my football on TV, man.
Oh, so do I, man. Red Zone, man. Red Zone.
You can't beat football. Football is not a live sport to watch.
That's what I should have thought of, the Red Zone.
It was cool when I was a kid. My dad used to give me these high-powered binoculars. I used to be right there, right in the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's the vet, man.
My dad had one of these 25,000 times the view. I put these things on, and I'd be right in the jock strap, inside the huddle. I'm watching Randall Cunningham's eyes. I'm so close. It was unbelievable. I still have them. Unbelievable things, man. Follow the wide receivers out there. It was great. That's what I did the whole game. I was like a cameraman. I wanted to be a cameraman when I was a little kid. So I started out with the, with the binoculars. That kind of crap.
That's cool.
See what that got me? Got me a show like this.
Yeah, no, that's all right. No wrong with that.
Not bad at all.
So the Birds, man. The Birds are really hoping on a lot this year. What do you think?
Like I said on the FaceTime on the Facebook Live, I listen to sports talk radio. Then all of a sudden, this is the team to beat. This is the team to beat in the East. They go, well, Dallas has got problems. They're all criminals on that team. Everybody's getting locked up every day or cut. And their practices are a mess. It's all discombobulated from what I can tell from the NFL channel.
Well, so is the owner.
Yeah, and then you get Washington, which that owner is, what the hell is his name?
Money Rich.
Whatever his name. His name
is Richie Rich.
Crap, I forget his name. Snyder.
Snyder.
Yeah, another Snyder. Well, he's a live Snyder. He's a live Snyder. Anyway, Daniel Snyder. He's the GM of that team. Evidently, I don't know who. They don't even have a GM.
He runs it, right?
Yeah, Washington have a GM.
Who's their quarterback? I don't even freaking know.
Kirk Cousins. He wants out of there, man. He wants out. He wants some West Coast action.
Yeah, they gave him a 1-year deal.
He's done. Right. He's done after this year. Washington's going to go downhill. They got receiver problems, whatever. They just it's the turn. The team you have to watch in the East is the Giants. He's got a Manning. As long as he's got a Manning, you got an opportunity to win. This is the way it is in football.
Yeah.
You got a Manning, you can win. They got wide receivers. They got running game. Last year they made a little bit of a run there. This year the Giants are going to be tough. I think the Giants take the division this year. Where they think the Eagles are going to win, I'm hearing guys who know in this town talk about 10-6, 11-5, 12-4. 12-4. I mean, it's not funny, Billy. I mean, we just went over this. We've been over this roster schedule before. We did it with the Chef was here a couple months ago when it first came out. And we're looking. Look at the talent they have to go up against. Other than the Redskins. Now that I look at this thing, look at this schedule, I see where are they winning? The Redskins, maybe the only teams, the Chargers. Everybody else has got talent. Even if you go down to Indianapolis, Luck's a great quarterback. You can win a game at any time. So I don't see how they think the Eagles are run this schedule. The Rams, they got 4 or 5 bad teams. The Rams, I see 5 wins here that I know about. Yes, they're going to have to struggle with. And even the ones that, even in the rotten teams, when you go home, you go into their stadium, it's still tough. At the Rams, I know the Rams stink. But you still got to go there. They still got a running game. It's when you go to any NFL team's house, there's a chance to lose. They're going to Seattle. I don't care if Seattle's broken down now. They're still a better team.
Well, there's 8 home games for the Eagles, right?
Are
they winning 5 of them?
I don't know. Are they going to beat Dallas twice? Even if Dallas stinks this year, they're not going to beat them twice. They never do.
I don't know about all that.
They got to finish this thing. On December 25th, they host the Raiders on ESPN. The Raiders are probably the only team that has a chance to even give New England Patriots a run this year. Yeah. When their quarterback's healthy. So I don't see what people are looking at. I don't see what the Eagles showed me last year to make them think that this year that they're going to be a better team. Alshon Jeffries, this guy's the savior. Savior of what?
Torrey Smith.
Yeah, Torrey Smith's beat up. He's done. He's an extra guy there.
Blunt, he's beat up too.
Yeah, and then they got what's his name? Who's the running back?
My boy.
His name?
Smallwood.
No, not Smallwood.
The one about Sproles.
No, the free agent they signed this year.
Blunt.
That Blunt? Yeah. All right. Well, Blunt. Exactly what it is. Blunt.
He's a goal line.
I don't see this defense stopping too many people. That secondary's still a mess. Okay, it's a mess. Any way you look at it. Nothing's changed in the secondary, has it?
Nope.
Nothing.
No, they still got Mills and some other kids on the ends.
I don't see where this team dominates to go 11-5, 12-4, even 10-6. They gotta be a good team. They gotta dominate. And look at some of these teams. It's all playoff teams. The Panthers are still, when all these teams got good quarterbacks, which means they gotta struggle. Yeah. At the Packers, forget about it. You can't beat the Packers 0. They have a rookie quarterback, let alone have Aaron Rodgers still in there. Buffalo Bills, maybe, but Bills aren't a terrible. Well, yeah, they're a terrible team.
Well, that's preseason.
That's preseason.
Oh, Packers are.
Forget that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Packers are preseason.
So what I'm looking at here.
Oh, they got the Seahawks at the end of the year.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
kidding me?
Look at the last 3 games: the Giants, the Raiders, and Cowboys. Last 3 games. That's going to be make it or break it at the 9th win, I think. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. They're a couple years
they're
away.
1 game better than last year, maybe 2.
And they got to make sure their coach doesn't manage to lose games for them too. That's what's key here too. Don't forget about him. He's still in his 2nd year. His 1st year was shaky decisions. Stuff like that. The other thing was I was looking at today. Kaepernick. Now they're making excuses for him. Now it's all of a sudden people need this guy. It's not a matter of standing for the national anthem, and I don't think it's a matter of the owners colluding. I think it's a matter of a player not being good enough. And the type of player needs to be in a system, and who's running that type of system right now? Who's running the Chip Kelly system right now out there? From what
Chip
he was
Kelly.
running. Yeah, he's not even running anymore.
Yeah, well, he's somewhere.
He's in the booth now, I think.
Yeah.
He's not
running it.
He's not even on the field anymore. So I think Kaepernick is still, his problem is it's not his hair, like Vic says. Not our Vic, the real Vic. And I don't think it's collusion. I think it's the fact that no one needs his type of talent. I mean, is he a 3rd string quarterback? Yeah, but what the dollars he's going to demand? That's another thing too. This guy was a high paid player. He's not coming for nothing just to play football with that hair. I don't know.
It's like another Vic.
Yeah,
Vic had his couple years and a few years, and that's it.
Well, Vic came back with the Eagles that 1 year with the Eagles. He took them all to the playoffs and stuff, and that was almost, that was his comeback year. Yeah, that was his comeback year.
So speaking of the Eagles, I got to see more from Wentz.
Yeah, me too. I mean, they're talking about who's the best quarterback in the East.
Right, Manning.
Manning is. He's got Super Bowl rings. He's got offensive line. I mean, come on, stop that conversation. We don't care who's the best. We want to know who wins football games. We got the top offensive line. They keep saying we got one of the best offensive lines in the league. Why? What showed you that? 2-a-days, OTAs. I mean, no pad. Practices. What's telling you that?
Nah. I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah. Philadelphia here. We know what we're looking at. We've been through the mill with our sports teams.
Yep.
Let that dog up.
You got to show me, Vic. Hey, Vic.
Yeah. I've been feeding her. I've been feeding him all night. We just had a pizza, the dog and I. I got one of those pizzas from Tony's Pizza.
They're pretty good, huh?
Once in a while, yeah. I got the meat lovers.
Yeah.
I mean, they load this thing with, I don't know what kind of meat's on this thing. I was kind of wondering today. There's some odd taste on it. I was like, what the hell is this? I got every kind of meat you can think of. You can't lift the pizza thing just falls down. Yeah. So, one slice fell on the floor. She grabbed it. Vic grabbed it, ran into the other room. Leaving a trail. Leaving a sausage trail right into the other room. What a mess. I had a slit on it. Running after her.
You tried Trevo's Pizza? Pretty good, man.
You know what? I forget about you. They don't deliver down to the studio. Do they?
You got to pick it up, man.
I can't pick it. I don't have time to pick it up.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
Listen, I'm close to ordering pizzas off Amazon now. Okay, let it go.
Oh, they're hiring 50,000, man.
Yeah, right.
How about that?
Amazon Pizza. The owner of Amazon. I don't know his name, but I saw him today. He's now the richest man in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he just bumped Gates by about 100, like 10 million or something like that. He's worth $90 million. Wet.
No, $9 billion.
$9 billion. I'm sorry, $9 billion wet.
Wet.
Yeah, wet.
I don't care if he's wet.
Yeah. So now it's between. I don't know what this guy's name. What is this guy's name? Amazon. The brilliancy of Amazon. Can you imagine this company's taking over? I must have ordered 5 times from them in the last 3 hours.
Amazon.
For the show, yeah. Oh, we got a phone call.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Hey, welcome to Sports Goombahs. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can get you through here on the audio. We had this together before. You there?
I can hear you now.
There you go. You know me with tech. By the time I get the right plug in here and whatever, I could ruin the show.
So we got a lot going on. We've got a big fight coming up Saturday night. Mayweather and McGregor. You guys talking about that?
Yeah, I was just getting ready to get into that a little bit because I'm not a fan of that fight, but I did learn, which to my surprise, this is a total boxing match. This isn't MMA.
Right.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that from the start. That's why I thought this was a fixed stupidity because if if McGregor gets Mayweather down on the ground in a hold, he's dead meat. But now it's making a little bit of sense to me. So thinking of that, I'm just looking at the odds here. I mean, Mayweather right now 600 minus 600 to win it to McGregor's plus 400. Okay, that's huge.
Oh yeah,
that's
without
huge.
question. You've got a seasoned veteran boxer who's fought tons of rounds. These MMA fights, they don't go that long, man. And here's a guy that, he could knock him out, put him in the second row if he wanted to.
Yeah, well, then that tells me everything I need to know about what's going on here. This is a sham, just like the Pacquiao fights. It's a sham. It's a show. This is more about what's been going on in the past 2 months with all these appearances and the bullshit going back and forth. These guys are traveling on the same plane together.
It's like a circus. You guys could be more right. The lowest price ticket is $1,800 for this show.
Ouch.
And we know, but here's the thing. The funny thing is, to me, I don't want to watch this thing, but somehow I think I'm going to be drawn to it because I want to talk about it. So now I'm going to get drawn to it, just like everybody else is. I know a ton of people are saying, we're not watching this crap. You know what I mean? It's bullshit, whatever. We're getting ripped off, but they're still going to listen to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or watch it.
It's not Ali Frazier. You know what I'm talking about? It's not Tyson. This isn't real. This is more show. This is all part championship wrestling, boxing combined. And it is about the money. I mean, you sit center row, you're paying 10, 20 grand.
Right. And he gets hit by one Mayweather punch. It's over.
The best thing can happen. 20 seconds into the fight, it ends.
Unless it's, you know what? To me, I won't be surprised if it's just a lot of dancing around to start this thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of dancing around.
They have to. They have to make it,
What is it?
First of all, I don't see McGregor coming after Mayweather. Mayweather's a counterpuncher, so he's waiting for a guy to throw a punch so he can knock you out. He's not going to come after him. So you're right. They probably will dance 2-3 rounds.
Right.
And then everybody will boo until they get their money's worth.
What's the cost on the pay-per-view on that?
I don't even know, man. It's got to be at least $65 to $100.
Really?
Outright.
Dragon.
Yeah, they're going to, first of all, the two of these guys are making this go 3 or 4 rounds because they got to get the money's worth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Besides the fact that the more rounds it go, the bar's got to make the money. The venues that are showing this on a closed circuit got to make the money. So you can't have this thing go 2-3 rounds. You got to spread this out. Just like the Pacquiao fight, spread it out to the end. We stayed to the end, 25 beers. Driving iced teas.
There's big money on this fight. Big money. I mean, that's why it's in Vegas.
It's called stupid, though. Okay.
Yeah.
It's called.
I have to agree with you.
Sucker. It's Suckerville, man. I don't know any other way to put it.
Yeah, but that's entertainment. People want to be entertained today, and they want to pay a ton of money. I can't see it. I will not watch this fight till it comes on TV 20 years from now.
That'll come in 7 days. Then the following week it'll be on because they won't care after that. Forget the money's done already.
Yeah, I'll be sitting on my sofa front row, and I'll get to see the show.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
so what's going on? What's going on with the Phillies right now? You guys have any idea? They're making some trades. Some guys.
Yeah. Billy and I decided we're going to bring up the youngins. Bring all the youngins up, man. Get rid of all this trash that's up there right now. Guys aren't performing. Get out of here because you're not going to be here in a couple years anyway. Enough's enough already.
It looks like they got to trade guys like Abdul Herrera. They got to get rid of him. They're going to get rid of the first baseman.
Tommy Joseph?
It really boils down to pitching. The Phillies don't have a strong starter that could throw 7-8 innings.
Well, Nolan's starting to look like it, but they won't let him go more than 6. You know what I mean? Evidently, he can't go more than 6. He starts to lose his action. What do you do? You 7? He goes 6 yet?
7.
He went 7 yesterday. So he get a little cherry on the top.
I got to be honest with you, though. I don't think McCann can run this team. I don't think he's a good coach at all.
I don't. I think he runs by statistics. He's a statistics coach. I don't see he's not a rah-rah guy. I don't think he coincides with the players too much. I think he puts out his roster, he checks his stats, and he looks at the players that are playing well. And evidently, he likes to go after the dudes that aren't. I like the fact that he'll bench a guy if that's coming from him, or it's coming from above. I don't know. But when a guy,
but these guys, I look at the dissension in the team. I don't think these guys are happy playing for him. For some reason, it just doesn't look like a good team because of him.
But it's no good. It's also there's no good players. I mean, Freddie Galvis is your best fielder. Your best clutch player, I think, right now. For the most part. I mean, you don't have a core here. You don't have your Utley Howard, Roland,
You need three guys.
You don't have your three. You don't know what you have. You don't have your up the middle either. You know, you have your shortstop, your second baseman, your center fielder. That was always the core of your team, especially on the defense. You don't have a number 4 hitter here either.
Right. You don't have. We gave up so many guys. Look at Houston. Houston has our entire, minor league team.
Yep. That's what they have.
Got everybody.
You know what they're going to do too? They're going to trade everybody back to us soon because they're going to, when after they, they're probably. Well, I don't know who they want from the Phillies. They wouldn't want anybody from this team right now to help them make the run. Quite frankly, they don't need anybody to help them right now make the run. They're making the run right now. They're still playing well and they're injured. And I know about
Houston. But you know what? They started this 5 years ago, and I still feel like it's tryouts. We should have a team by now. 5 years later, we should have a solid team.
That's right.
We've got a good third baseman. We've got a good shortstop. We've got a good.
We should have at least had someone who could put the ball over the fence constantly in this stadium, in this ballpark, man.
Yeah, in that ballpark, you're not. Yeah, you need to have a 30, 40 run home run guy. Absolutely.
To me,
that's your cleanup guy.
The janitor. There's nobody here.
Joseph right now.
Joseph. He got 12 home runs.
He's not the guy. He's got vision problems. He has vision problems. He's not the guy.
You got vision problems. You go to classes or get out of baseball, man. It's all about the eye. You got the eye in baseball. Forget about it.
Right.
You're guessing. Come on, man. No eye. Speaking of eyes, let me just. I got you on the phone here, Zim. And I told people you might be calling in, and I'm disgusted. And I know you're the insurance guy, and you sponsored the show a lot, and you've been back in the radio times, and you've helped me out a lot here. And we're basically a sports team, and sometimes we get done in politics. And you and I, we always beef on politics. We play golf, we beef. We're at the restaurant, we're at your house, we beef back and forth. Most times we agree, but sometimes we disagree. Sometimes we flip flop, just like they do too. We flip flop back and forth. It depends on what the news cycle that day, whether we're flipping or not. But today, I come home from golf, and I feel like I need health care after I'm done playing golf, okay? Because I'm the only guy in the world I know who plays 18 holes of golf and felt like he played a football game. Everybody else comes home and they go out. Me, I come out and beat up. I got to get in the shower. I got to lay in bed for 3 hours after golfing. So I need some health care. The way I play, I need some health care. I come home, I turn on TV. You get the three big. You got MSNBC, you got CNN, and you got Fox. Everybody's covered a different world. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's unbelievable. Right. Then you got the one news network. I don't know what the audience is. Hot looking babes doing the news on this thing. You know what I mean? I don't even hear. It's like watching weather. For the whole hour of news with that. You're just looking at the girl, and that's it. A skinny healthcare bill. I don't know what that is. Is that like what's that? What's the between a fat one and a skinny one? I don't know what they're doing. I always thought a bill was a bill.
They don't know what they're doing. When you go down to you need to change 4 tires on a car and you only change one. You have 3 flat tires. It's not going to run. So that's what they're trying to do. And it's pathetic. It really is. I mean, they've had a ton of time.
Yeah.
And, they don't have the right people. If you think about it, if you're going to make a huge decision on anything, it doesn't matter what it is, don't you want the best doctors and hospital administrators, the smartest people in the country, the analysts, the underwriters? Don't you want those guys making a decision, not a bunch of politicians?
I don't want Mitch McConnell deciding my daughter's health care in 10 years. He ain't gonna be here in 10 years.
I can't believe that they're at this point. There's some serious issues. First of all, the plan that we have in place is not sustainable. Yeah. People have to realize that insurance companies are leaving the market and the premiums are skyrocketing. And the coverage sucks.
That we all know. That everybody, even the Democrats know that too. Everybody knows that at this point. My thing is Donald Trump. Okay, he's all about I'm going to hire the right people for the right spots. Well, he hasn't. Evidently, he's got going through a whole lot of people before he finds that right person. Because
if you really think about it, they don't have the right people in place. They're stuck in a paradigm. They have this thing in their mind that this is the way it should be. They need to look outside the box and take care of the people. I played golf last week, and I ran into a guy. I played golf with him, and he was not from a good neighborhood. He was telling me how great Obamacare was. And I looked at him and I said, well, maybe for your people, they're getting it for free.
Right.
My people are paying $2,000 a month with a $2,500 deductible or more before they're covered. When I was finished with him, he apologized to me and he said, I had no idea, because one end of the spectrum, the people that are rich or the people that are poor, they don't know what the people that are actually working are paying.
Right.
They have no idea.
Right. They hear about it on TV, but they don't realize until you tell them who's actually doing the paying for it.
Yeah, it's not a difficult thing to decide and fix.
Here's my thing, and I want to know why, how you hire people in different spots in government. Why isn't there a specific person to handle healthcare? Like I'm
ready to go.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't even get an appointment. I left messages with 3 or 4 senators. I can't get out there. They don't want to talk to you.
Right.
They don't want to talk to you.
That's right. Because you figure if Donald Trump can hire somebody, you got your attorney generals, you got your energy czars, you got your school person. Where's that person? The one person who can mediate the healthcare. There it is. I'm talking to him. I'm talking to him right now.
Can't.
Goombahs.
I mean, quite frankly,
I would have every insurance department head in every state in this country at the White House as we speak, sitting down and not leaving until we get this damn thing done right. Instead, we've got a bunch of schlommos, right, out there with their hands in their pockets. Right. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
I mean, talking to you right now, I've learned more about healthcare and when we're out than I do from these clowns who come back with these secret stuff. Secret ideas that they throw out there. Everybody vote, and enough people vote no, and they go back into their hole because they don't give a shit because they know if they get sick, they got coverage. All they care about us. I don't understand. Where's my health czar? Where is he at? Where's the president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield?
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Bring those guys to the table, not these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't know what's going on every single day. They have no idea.
I'm listening to this Scalamucci guy, doing shtick all day long on all the news. The guy's out there doing shtick. He's like a stand-up comedian. He comes on and he's pointing, he's making jokes. It's a big joke to this guy. Trump hired some kind of shill to take the pressure off himself. A little mini-me out there. He's just yelling and screaming at everybody. He's even talking over himself. He's saying one thing to one thing. It's a mess. It's like I sit there and laugh, and because he's worried about leaks. I'm going to be leaking soon if I don't get health care.
Listen, they got it all backwards, okay? When you mention whether or not there should be transgender people in the military, well, your priorities are so far off, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen.
You got big issues.
Yeah, transgender. It's like that in sports when gay guys were playing basketball or football, or whatever. Who the hell cares what you like on your own time? If you can shoot that gun right and pop a bullet into the enemy's head, I'm with you. I want you in my foxhole. I don't care what you do in there. Don't touch me, but I mean, whatever, But
just the way you're talking right now, that's the kind of manager the Philadelphia Phillies need, my man.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
That's the guy.
They had the guy, Boa. They blew it.
Boa's old news. He's
retreading. Boa's done,
Look what Boa does. Boa does. He answers. He's a replay phone guy.
Boa can't find the phone to call down the, the bullpen.
Do you believe did they have a dial thing on that phone? Does that phone have like a dial on it?
No, it's automatic.
But it looks like one. Yeah, I know, but it looks like one of them fat little phones. You figure in this day and age, they just text it or whatever. This guy's picking a phone up.
It's the bat phone.
So back to the Phillies. Tell me why these guys, Hoskins and Cousins, are not in the outfield right now today.
There's got to be some kind of contractual crap going here where if they come up now, there's something has to, there's something here. They got to move players. They got to make roster spots. I think that's why.
Before these guys can come up.
Yeah. You know how baseball is with the arbitration, and you bring a guy up too soon, then he's eligible for arbitration too soon, and then you got a problem. And the upper guys, the upper manager's like, wait a minute, we got to spend this money, this, then, and how,
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. Remember, don't forget about the money in sports. That's what it's all about. We're the fans. We want to
a ton of money.
Right. We want to see the action, the activity. We want to see wins and losses. But the upper management, the owners and stuff, they're talking about the dollars and cents and the scale and how the scale's weighing out. So you bring Crawford up now, you got to pay him some money sooner than you want to. Meanwhile, I don't know. Phillies can't be paying much for this roster. I mean, how much can it be? How many triple figure guys are on this team? And I'm talking about millions.
Oh, if there are, they're stupid.
But we shouldn't be here 5 years later. 5 years it's been since they've been rebuilding this team. The Atlanta Braves have passed us.
Right.
We should not be where we are right now.
We had sagging players. We had the Ryan Howard issue here with his money. He hung around 2 years too long. Jammed up the lineup, jammed up the salary and stuff like that. Still part of the old guard, which you had to get rid of. They dumped Utley just in time to give him a shot to still keep playing, and still playing at a decent level. In fact, I wouldn't mind having him back here from what we're looking at, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, but where are you going to put him?
I know. I'm just saying, hypothetically, I'm saying that he's still playing better ball than anybody on this team right now, or more.
But I can't complain about Hernandez. No. I can't complain about some of these guys. But if you lack the pitching, if you don't have a good start that's going to go out there and at least throw 6, 7 or more innings, that's the problem. I mean, you're not shutting teams down at all.
Here's the thing.
Especially when they come in our ballpark.
Here's the thing, Z. They only have to pitch 6 innings because that's what a starter goes now. So it's not like a guy's got to come in, he's got to go 9, 8 innings. We don't need that arm. That's not the way baseball is right now. So what you're talking about is the town can't even get pitchers to go 6 innings, let alone 7 or 8 at this point.
Right.
And that's a problem.
Sure.
That's a talent scout problem. You don't have guys down there who know what they're looking at, especially when it comes to pitchers. Because you think about it, we drained a lot.
So talk about the guys you got down there. You talk about this guy, J.P. Crawford. I mean, is this guy any good?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
he knows how to slide. He knows how to slide when a catcher has a ball in his hand. I'll tell you that much.
The Phillies are a disappointment the last 3 years with the guys they have. Bottom line. That's it. Their pitchings lack. Their hittings lack. I mean, what are you going to do?
I spoke about this a lot. I spoke about it 3 years ago. Even when Howard was still trying to hang in there. This lineup doesn't scare anybody. You come into this town as a pitcher and you look at this lineup, you say, okay, who we got to worry about? Nobody. You don't have to worry about making mistakes because maybe you make one mistake. The next guy coming up, he's not going to capitalize on it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about 2 home runs. When was the last time they had multiple home runs in a row? 2 to 3.
I
can't. Well, they've done it with this crew sporadically once here or there, but
not enough.
Yeah, but we used to have it all the time with the Howard, back in the day with that lineup. In this stadium, it's a sham scam that this team hasn't had a lineup at least that could hit home runs. You don't have to win. You could be the Texas Rangers and just hit home runs and not win every year. But at least you're entertaining the crowd.
Look at the teams. Look at the teams that just our division alone. Okay, Washington. Washington is a good team because they've got caliber pitching, really good pitchers that throwing 100 miles an hour.
But they're a waste of time.
That's why they're a good team, not because of everybody around them, which isn't bad. Their pitching is dominant. When we won the World Series, we had dominant pitchers.
Yeah, the Phillies got to outscore their teams to win. They can't come up with a pitching duel. Although they did.
You can't give me a top 2. Yeah, you can't give me a top 2 pitchers.
No one's starting to. Aaron Nola's playing well. I mean, he fooled me yesterday. He took care of that Houston lineup nice yesterday. They got hits, but he spread them out. And when he got into a little bit of jam, he found his way out of it. So he started, and he's been pitching good for the last 7 games. He might be there. He was injured before, but he's the only one. I don't see anybody else in this lineup who scares me.
Right. The rookie Pettit didn't look too bad, but he gives up the long ball.
Yeah.
He doesn't look too bad.
Can't do that in that stadium. Can't do that there. You can't be that type of pitcher because this is Bank Park. You give up the long ball. You're talking about giving up 3 to 4 home runs to teams. You're going to. I mean, sometimes pop-ups are out of there. The way
I agree. All right, so we're all going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas this weekend.
Yeah, I'll go. What flight?
$20,000 front row seat to see McGregor.
Is that this weekend?
It's not Saturday.
Is it really? I didn't know it was that soon.
No, I thought it was this weekend. Maybe it's not this weekend.
Yeah, it's this weekend.
It's this weekend. Oh, is it? Is that Saturday night?
Yep.
I got something to do Saturday.
Oh, no, it's not this weekend. It's August.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. 26th. Yeah, I was going to say, man.
Go there anyway.
I'll be standing in front of my box. I'll be in front of my box with blindfold on.
Go there anyway and say, hey, I'm here for the fight.
Here for the fight. What do you mean no fight? I got to fight somebody. Somebody better get up there and fight. I just traveled all this way. There's no fight. Come on. What do you think that is?
Let's go. Let's go.
I hear you. All
right, guys.
Listen, do me a favor, Z. Get on the phone to Washington. Yeah. Get somebody to listen to you. All right? This is bullshit, man.
If there's anybody they could put me in front of, I would love to talk to them. I left a message with Christie in New Jersey. I left a message with Tom.
Well, that's a waste.
Yeah.
MacArthur.
How about you got to call.
I made several phone calls, and guess what? They get hundreds and thousands of people that contact them, and they don't listen to anybody, or they listen to some, but you got to talk through them.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit. You can't actually get there and talk to the Senate. You got to talk to a senator. He gets your information, and he don't know shit what he's talking about, and he passes it on. That's not the way it should be done. You should have the real Goombah there. Get it done.
I'm gonna give a call to Scaramouche. All right, I'm gonna call Scaramouche after the show. Tell him I got the guy. I got a guy for him.
All right.
All right. I tell him I got a guy. Don't worry about it. We got the guy who's gonna take care of healthcare and make Trump look like a champ.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
I tell him you gotta watch. I'll give him the URL to the show. Go watch the show. This is the guy that's gonna do it for you. It's plain and simple. See, I appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks for the information. And it's important that guys like you get the word out because you're telling it like it is, and I like that, man. You got it.
Have a good night, guys.
Take it easy, guys. All right. PZM checking in.
It's all good.
Hey, we're not just sports guys here, all right? We're more than just sports. We give information out.
Yeah.
You want to learn something, you come to this show. Don't go to those other shows. Go to this show. We got sports, politics. We got healthcare. Where have you heard healthcare explained like that? Who's talking about having the top guys in the healthcare field talk about healthcare instead of a bunch of old guys who get voted in, who buy their votes, who steal and cheat, bullshit us? Enough of the bullshitting. Who here is in favor of less bullshitting? We are. Me and South Philly Billy are.
Yeah, well, they just need to buck up and get out of there with healthcare. They don't know what they're doing. Just pass it on to somebody else.
But am I right? Why don't they have
They don't know what they're doing.
They need a czar. They need somebody, one person who mediates this shit. Not a Republican, not a Democrat, but a guy. They got to get a guy in there.
That can mediate. Too many states.
I'm here.
States all fight about each other.
You know what I want to see? I want to see him put something on there where the Democrats maybe have 25 yeses, where the Republicans have 30 yeses.
Not gonna ever happen.
That's what I'm saying. It can if there's a middle guy.
Not gonna happen. They're no good.
No good country with the
They're all no good.
Yeah.
They're gonna go.
Well, it's no good. It's no good. So we get out of here. It's no good.
Yeah.
No good to me. No good to you. Cash the King. As usual, I'm a man, South Philly Billy. We are the Sports Goombahs from here on in.
Loyalty, man. Loyalty.
Every week, somebody new is going to come in here and rant and beef with us. That's what we do here. You want to rant and beef with the Sports Goombahs? Get in touch with us.
That's right.
We'll put you on the air. Call in. Come in. Whatever you want to do. It's open season here.
All
the
day.
515 studio. Had enough of this? I gotta go out back and practice some swings, man.
I hear you.
That was a horror show today. Goddamn horror show.
Same time next week?
Oh, yeah.
All righty.